Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm going to do a gift, and I'm going to clean off this sticker a little bit better. But tonight I'm going to do a gift, and I'm just going to kind of chat while I do the gift. Mainly about making sure that you guys, I guess this is kind of late in the game, but making sure that you guys do a little bit of research. I know a lot of people don't like to do Father's Day or feel like the profit isn't there or the money isn't there. But what I did was kind of research over the years what sells, what doesn't sell, and I just kind of did my little research. So you can do that a variety of ways. By asking customers is the best way. I also search a lot on TikTok, YouTube, see what are popular for men. You know, we all use a lot of grooming products, a lot of bath products and things like that. And so I like to do some research, just see what is popular, what is trending. Even you can just ask the men in your family, are they using, Tag and Power Stick or Old Spice or Axe, or are they using other products? Just kind of gauging your customer base, gauging the people that you know, gauging the area, looking down the aisles, seeing what people are doing. Here I'm showing you that I'm going to fill this basket here with another bin for a couple of reasons. One, I'm kind of sick of these bins. I cleared the shelf when they were 50 cents. But this one also is damaged, and I was trying to show you that on camera. I don't know if it kind of read. And I have used slightly damaged containers before. It had like a bend in it. But I always point that out to the customers. I know I talked about using a cracked shower caddy one time, and someone came in the comments. But I always point it out when I'm selling, so customers have, the option to buy or not buy. I didn't want to use this damaged container for Father's Day because women do most of the shopping, and I didn't want them to try to ask for a discount. Anyway, I'm using that to stuff the bottom to save me a little bit of paper. But yeah, so even I think I was talking about like looking down the aisles and seeing what, when you're in a store, it doesn't have to, like you have to go to the store, but when you're in the store, look and see if men are actually picking up the products that you're putting in your baskets. Or if, women are doing the shopping, see if that's what they're getting. And I'm saying all that to say that eventually you'll see me use some Dove products where we may be thinking that this is a traditional woman scent or feminine scent. I'm going to have some of that stuff on the table. This is 2025. The toxic masculinity thing is kind of out of the way. I have researched on TikTok, like I said, and I know like not everyone is buying their products based off TikTok. But a lot of the things like the pampering scent, a lot of men are using that, coconut, coffee, and I just felt like eucalyptus would go good. So I'm going to use that product. I'm also showing you this little set that I had. I had one more set. It was kind of unraveled, so I didn't use it. But these are the sets that we got from Family Dollar. And I think I paid $2 for this set last year. And it's just a nice little lounge set. I'm playing around with how I'm going to set it on a box, but I'm going to actually do it in a kind of non-traditional way. I've never done it this way that I'm going to end up doing it before. But I'm going to fill a box here. Now this, I got from Boss Lady Fee, or Birthin' Bosses with Felicia is her channel. A lot of people know about her here in the basket community, of course. But I saw her doing this and I felt like this was genius, where she stuffed the box for more stability. And I've been doing that for heavier pieces. Now these pajamas aren't that heavy, but I'm going to put both of them on one box. And so I wanted to do that. So here I am stuffing this box with some paper. I want to make sure, and if you try this, make sure you get in the corners good with a nice ball of paper. And then I am going to close it up and use it that way, and it makes it a lot more sturdier. And this is the biggest box. I think it's called a robe box. I got this on sale from Walmart after Christmas, so I'm going to be using that as well. So yeah, like I was saying, if you're out there selling, or when you're out there selling, because I don't suggest sitting out for Father's Day, if you find someone who says, oh, they don't really use those products, or I don't think that they would like that, ask them what they would like. And then now you have an opportunity to do some shopping all year long, to shop deals, use coupons. I know I just saw a video that Nessa, Designing with Nessa, she had posted about how a lot of her products, especially brand name Dove products, were free or cheap or close to it, pennies on the dollar, from just couponing and creating a stockpile and doing very small hauls throughout the year. So it would be good to, talk with your customer base and see why they're buying, what they wish that there was at offerings at your table and things like that. So it's not too late. Perhaps you did do a couple of gifts for this season, but you want to increase your business for next Father's Day or during Christmas or Valentine's for men's, and have some offerings that customers really want and don't mind paying for. A lot of times we get caught up in saying, oh, we have to do this cheaply so they'll buy. It's not a matter of doing things cheaply that I found. It's more finding the items that they actually will spend money on. So yeah, like I said, I found out that one of my top sellers are the shoe cleaning kits. I showed earlier a swimsuit concept, because you can't really go wrong with a bathing suit, and sometimes when people are on vacation they like to have multiples. So I found that one was a real popular one for me. I found that the other bath products that I used before, I can't even think of the name of them, the Cremo body washes, those were excellent. The Method Men, I actually got those for a penny, and they were very good. Another good seller, kind of a top seller for me, was the hair concepts. And so, I've had very good luck with the Gold series, but another one is Shea Moisture, and I'm going to show you those here now. These Shea Moistures were a penny to me at Dollar General remodels that I used to go to, and I have a lot of the sets. This is shampoo and conditioner. And then this is the Dove that I'm going to use. And this one came from a clearance event. I'm not going to say that I saw a lot of folks on TikTok using this exact scent. But it was a scent that I felt could be gender neutral and had a brand recognition of Dove. A lot of my customers don't really like the masculine smells or the ones that are designed for men. Of course, I have some customers that do, but they kind of just like a nice, clean, fresh scent, not necessarily, musk or the scents that are really geared towards men, which is odd, but I'm using that as a guide for this year as well. So I'm showing you here, I use these two risers. One would be this Softies hair grease, and I'm going to use that. And the candle that was also a penny, that is mainly as just like a riser. So those two riser products that I'm using were penny products, and it kind of goes along with the concept. The candle, I just feel like is a nice way to relax, and the hair grease or oil or conditioner is for the hair, obviously. I'm showing you that I'm going to lock all this in. And then I also showed a little grooming hair trimmer that I got from Roses. A lot of feedback that I got was that their spouse or their husband or their father didn't use a lot of razors. So you will only see 2 razor sets in my gifts, and that was geared towards grandfathers. I posted a short yesterday with a grandpa t-shirt. Now, an older school generation, I know they use a lot of razors, and so when I had those penny sets of razors, I add those to my grandpa gifts. I'm also going to add a back scratcher here. I'm not going to say that this was one that everyone was like, we need back scratchers, but it was inexpensive, and I thought, who couldn't use a back scratcher? So yeah, this is how the gift looked. I just added a washcloth there, and I set these pajamas. I don't know if I even said that, but I had it where like the shirt was showing, and then the box was wearing the little lounge shorts, and I thought that was kind of cute. I've never done that before, but it just came to me, so I just set it up like that. And then I used a bow here, floral satin. Designing with Nessa also put out probably a better tutorial than I could ever do of floral satin. She's been using floral satin for a long time, and she even gave measurements on how to create a bow. So if you want to learn how to use floral satin like I almost exclusively use, then please go check out her one of her latest videos where she did some coffee mugs, and it was excellent. So I'm pointing out one of these tags here. I did that to cover up the reflection. So that's there, and this is how this gift turned out. It will bring a hefty price, and mainly because of the brand recognition. Dove, Shea Moisture, in a pajama set. I'm also showing my tags that I got from Queendom Basket. She always includes some price stickers for me, and she even has some labels that have prices on them. I think that that is an extra charge. She does charge extra for that, but I really love her tags. I love supporting a Black business. You guys go check out Queendom Baskets. If you're going to buy tags from the Dollar Tree or other locations like Amazon, just give her a shout out or a try. She's very inexpensive, and the quality is so superb. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Good night.